now the show turns to shit.
Press the button, dude. You know what? That's fun. Whatever. That's cool. That's how we're starting, and that's when.
That's how we'll start.
I don't even know. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Save the Planet. Wow, Jbomb.
Yes.
It's literally like usually I wait 5 seconds before I start talking, and then I do the intro. Give me time to edit, whatnot. This as soon as I press the button, he's like, "Now it's turn to shit."
Well, I did
30
that on purpose.
seconds in now. 30
I'm just
seconds.
Gonna go before we get started. I'm going to go ahead and tell our listeners. Me and Keith had several very kick-ass conversations before we even started recording. So if this is a bust, it's our fault because we talked about all the good shit before we got started.
That's true. Yeah. I mean, we had other plans for this episode first and foremost.
We did. Those damn Martins.
Hey, shush.
You're the only one that keeps up with time.
Well,
and keep to a schedule. Okay.
Well, I have to because who else is gonna?
And nobody else in your fucking family. Hey, by the way, love you, Connor, but damn it, dude.
Stop it. Shit happens, dude. Kids clapping. I ain't worried about it, but
I was hoping you'd say the kids clapping part.
It did mess up a little bit with us, but we know how to roll with it. We're good. So, hello, everyone. Welcome to Save the Planet. I am Keith. That is Jbomb.
Sup.
Endorsed by Mountain Artist Democracy.
Go mad.
Go mad indeed. Big things coming up next week for Mad.
Yeah.
In the sense that the Mad Show at Riverside is once again happening with not Push the Attack. That's coming up here in a minute. But 5-Star Rebellion and
Bent
Whiskey. Thank you. Yeah. I can't believe 2 minutes in and we're already talking about the end show stuff. But
hey, I'm glad we're covering it now so I don't got to cover it later.
You got to cover it later along with other things that I'm sure you've done a vigorous amount of work looking up.
I have not.
Disappoint me, man. Always disappointing.
I think that's starting to be a punchline of our show is, hey, Jbomb, what we got coming up next week? And I'm like, fuck, I don't know.
Lord, what am I going to do with you? I thought I've taught you so well this over 2 years that we've been doing this, almost 3.
I ain't learned a damn thing.
That's true. Well, to be fair, we do it so infrequently. How could you retain it?
Yeah, COVID fucked it all up.
Yeah,
I was good until COVID. I was on top of this shit till COVID, and then after COVID, I was like, just like my kids' teachers, I was just like,
yeah, screw it.
Because now, and I don't know how it goes up in your area, but in my area now, all my kids' schools have teacher break days, to where
I have no idea.
They take off a Thursday and a Friday for teacher preparation days, and I'm like, these never happen. And it's just because teachers have got so fucking lazy that they're letting the virtual shit take over, so they're going to sit at home for 2 days and be like, okay.
That's a hot take. That sounds like
it is, and it pisses me off.
Man,
I mean, the way I look at it, dude, is before COVID, my kids went to school Monday through Friday. When COVID hit, my kids went to school never. They were at home on virtual. Once COVID started calming down, my kids were allowed back to school, and I wasn't allowed to go in their school. I'm still not, which is really fucked up. They say, even if your kid has an emergency at school, you're not allowed to go in that school. You can pull in the driveway and they'll bring your kid out to you. People are not allowed in the school anymore. That fucks with me. But then, once COVID started calming down, then kids can go back to school, but now teachers have these work days or relax days or whatever the fuck they call them. And those are Monday through Friday. Last I thought, teachers was supposed to teach Monday through Friday. Right?
Yeah.
That's how school was for me and you, right?
Yeah.
But now it's not that way. Now it's every 2 or 3 weeks, teachers get a day or two off. I thought that's what weekends were for.
We are 5 minutes in, and you have came out at a house of fire with this one, boy.
I I don't care because I'm a parent. I'm just like, this is stupid.
Hey, man, good.
Yeah.
You know what? Voice your opinion on something. That's what this podcast is for. If you want to do it and you think it's going to help people with that, go right on.
It's not going to help a damn thing. It's not going to help shit. But I just feel like all these teachers that was used to going to school Monday through Friday.
Trying to keep the save the planet thing, dude. Come on.
Well, I'm trying to save the planet because I want my kids in school Monday.
That's what Friday. I was meaning.
Yeah. I want us to go back to the normal shit. I want my kids in school Monday through Friday. I don't want, every other Friday to be a teacher work day to where my kid don't have to go to school on Friday. Because that just kind of fucks shit up. It's just weird, man, all the changes that's happened, especially with the school board. Because of COVID.
That's what happens whenever shit hits the fan. As
I mean, say. I guess, dude. I guess it just don't make no sense to me. But now, like, all the mask mandates are going down and things are kind of returning to normal. But yet my youngest daughter still every other Friday, she don't have school at all. And I'm like, okay.
I don't have
every other Friday she don't have school, but the Friday she does have school, it's a half a day. And I'm like, what?
I mean, we used to have half a days, like whenever I was
not every other week.
Not every other week. No, it'd be like every couple months.
Yeah, every couple months, not every other week. If every otother Friday you was off half a day and the other Friday you was just completely off, that'd be a happy little
fucking
fucker.
Rad.
Yeah, I'll tell you right now, my 5-year-old is loving the shit out of it. But me, as far as finding a babysitter, I'm like, no fuck. It's just different,
Listen, man, you gotta go with the punches. I know shit can probably really different. I'm not a parent, nor do I really care to be anytime, at least in the near future, anyways.
Yeah.
But I can just imagine it probably really fucking sucks to be a parent right now. It's probably really fucking sucked to be a parent for the last couple of years because of this shit.
It's frustrating. I mean,
I get it.
And I will say I'm a lucky son of a bitch because my mother doesn't work. She's on disability. So when all that shit was going on and I had to go to work, but my kids didn't have to go to school, my mom was there and she was helping them with their virtual shit. And even now, when my daughter doesn't have school or has a half a day, my mom is here helping with shit so I can still work. Mm-hmm. But for those people that don't have that option like I do, I can only imagine how frustrating it is for them.
Yeah, I don't say I'm lucky because I'm still that's a whole different issue with what I was about to say. But basically what I'm saying is like what I'm trying to say is like I can only imagine.
Yeah.
I mean, I was about to go into some straight existential stuff that I'm dealing with, and this ain't the place for that shit.
Well, I mean, brother, when I was your age, I hadn't even had kids yet. So look at it that way.
Yeah, and let's not even look at it with my sense. I'm looking at it through trying to look at it through your eyes, and dude, I can't imagine like what it's been like these past couple of years with this shit, and the fact that like stuff's going up price rise and whatnot.
Oh yeah, dude.
I can't imagine. And it's hard for me just by myself trying to take care of me, let alone taking care of 3 little ones.
I'll say right now, I work 5 days a week. I have a full-time job, and I will still continue to say thank God for fucking food stamps, or me and my kids would be dead right now.
There you go.
Because I don't make enough money to support my family with the prices of food and everything else.
Let me ask you a question here.
Yeah.
Has gas went up above $4 yet where you are in Virginia?
Yes.
Has it now?
Yes.
We are at $3.69, $3.79 now. That just changed today. So we are close.
I had a little bit less than a quarter, 3/4 of a tank on my work truck today.
Mm-hmm.
And I pulled in and I got gas and it cost me $30.
It cost
for a little over a quarter of a tank on a fucking Nissan Frontier Cost my company, not me, because I ain't paying for that shit.
Right.
But it cost my company almost $30.
We have a little shoebox Kia Soul, and those things are really good with gas. I'll tell you.
Yeah, they're great on gas. Yeah.
Yeah. It took me $25 just to get like 6-7 gallons.
Yeah.
It was full, but it was still $25. And I'm just like, there's no reason why a little Kia Soul should be $25 just to fill up a tank. No reason.
Like when I picked up my kids, this past Sunday. I put $20 in my gas tank, and I was almost on empty.
Mm-hmm.
Like I wasn't to the point where that little gas light came on, but I was almost fucking there. And I put $20 in it, and it didn't even give me a half a tank.
Lord, I can't.
And it's going to get worse.
Yeah, I know.
It's going to get worse.
I know. Stuff with Ukraine and everything, because Russia's one of the leaders in oil. That's gonna make it worse.
I'm not even going to go there. Not going to go there.
Don't go.
Not going to go there.
Don't go there.
Not going to do it.
We talked about that last week, but I will say at the end of the episode, I did mention last week that I wanted to help with advice with certain websites or whatever that will help, that you can go to help. I will follow up with that in this week's advice column. So we'll make sure to I'll make sure to right my wrong from last week and make up for that.
Hey. And you go ahead and do that.
Mm-hmm.
But from what I see, Ukraine's getting a shit ton of help.
Oh, for sure. Like they don't need little pity us or whatever coming to try and say to our two listeners, hey, you can go donate here. That no, they got millions of people. But I want to help any way I can, anyways.
I don't know what West Virginia is doing about it, but me being in Virginia. About 3 or 4 days ago, I read an article that said Virginia alcohol stores, because in Virginia, we don't have alcohol stores at Walmart. We don't have one at a gas station. All your hard liquor in Virginia is sold through ABC stores, which is controlled by the state.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can go to a Walmart and buy liquor, right?
There's one Walmart here that does that, yes.
You can't do that in Virginia. All liquor over a certain percentage is controlled by the alcoholic beverage company, which is ran by the state of Virginia. And the ABC of Virginia decided that Virginia Alcoholic Beverage Company will no longer sell any alcohol made from Russia.
Wow.
Yeah. Virginia ABC's decided any vodka, whatever, made by Russia will not be sold in their stores until this is concluded.
That's insane.
Yeah. I read that article and I was like, holy shit. If you got some Russian vodka in Virginia, you better fucking hold on to it, because you ain't going to get it for a while.
I heard our governor's doing some stuff to try to stop West Virginia with Russia somehow, but 100% particularly with me, I have no idea right offhand. I think I'm pretty sure I heard something like that, but I could be wrong. So that's all I'll say when it comes to West Virginia and Russia.
This is the funny shit I read. This one, I don't know if it's actually true. It was a Facebook meme, so it's probably not true. But it said something about Pornhub.
Oh, God.
Closing off all their servers to people in Russia. So, like, if you're in Russia and you want to go on Pornhub, it just gives you a big Ukrainian flag.
Oh.
And does not let you watch porn.
Oh, man. I mean, that's really funny, though. Like, regardless of what you think, that's fucking hilarious.
Now, the thing is, if it's actually true, that's even more hilarious.
Oh, dude, I
want to investigate that.
I want a VPN. I wish our show was endorsed or sponsored by a VPN, so I could be like, hey, I'm going to try this VPN service, whatever they be, and then I'll come back and you use our code if I get it right, or if that's actually the case. And if I come back and find out it is true, I'll be like, hot damn, son, I'll support these VPN people for as long as I'm alive. You get my money right now.
Yep.
Rule.
From the meme I'm reading, if you're Russian and you're in Russia, you're not getting no porn right now.
I'd be so mad.
There's going to be so many fucking people pissed off if they
Right.
can't get no porn in Russia.
Russia's going to have to make their own porn site, which I'm
Now
sure
I
they
did.
already have.
Yeah, they got
Well,
plenty of porn in Russia, but I did see that there's actually 2 movies that are not going to be released in Russia. Um, I can't remember the other one, but the other one is the new Sonic the Hedgehog movie. Is
not
not going to be.
Sonic.
Yep, Sonic the Hedgehog 2 is not going to be released in Russia because of all this shit.
You mean we ain't going to have Jim Carrey talking in Russian with a Russian
Nope.
dub?
Nope. Not in Russia, you won't.
This is bullshit, man. Bullshit.
Yeah. Apparently, yeah, Russia done stepped abound where everybody's like, you know what? Fuck it. We just won't give you our shit. Let's see how you do.
They've literally like they've crossed the line. It sounds like with many places around here.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
remember last week
you can't bring Virginia your vodka anymore.
and
we're not going to give you Sonic the Hedgehog 2 or whatever that other movie is. I think it's a Sandra Bullock movie, actually. But yeah, we're not going to give you these 2 movies, and we're not going to buy your vodka, and you can't have porn. Good luck, Russia.
And remember last week, like I mentioned, because it was still brand new, it was like, we don't know what China's going to be. Even China is kind of like, stop it, Russia.
Yeah, China's even kind of being like,
when you have China, when you have China kind of being against you, that's kind of like,
yeah,
what have you done?
Up.
What have you done?
You're doing a bad thing, you know.
Well, it's
and
not
then
obvious.
I seen another meme where it was like Ukraine released the Chernobyl soldiers, and they're all like, yeah, they're all like mutated and shit. I mean, there's been a lot of good memes on Facebook about this shit, and I mean, it's not a laughing matter. It really isn't.
It's not. But memes are memes, dude.
Yes, memes are memes, and also I've always believed you get your best comedy out of darkness.
Yeah.
Your best comedy comes out of dark, evil, fucked up shit, and people are running wild with it right now. I mean, it's getting crazy, but yeah, it's pretty plain and simple that everybody in this world is on Ukraine's side after the way Ukraine stepped up.
It definitely seems like it.
Yeah, I mean, at first we was like, I don't know where to go, and then Russia made that first move, and Ukraine was like, all right. You made that move. Hey, if you live in Ukraine and need a gun, here you go, and we're going to give you ammo for it too. Go fight for your country. And all of a sudden, Russia's like, "Oh, wait a minute, I've stepped into the wrong backyard." And then Russia pulls the nukes, and U.S. is like, "No, you can't do that. You're getting your ass kicked. Just take your beating." And just leave the nukes alone. So yeah, it's going pretty cool right now.
I feel bad for some of the people in Russia though. Like those people are so fucked from what their government's doing.
Well, I mean, I've seen the text. Have you seen any of those from like Russian soldiers?
Mm-mm.
I seen a text from a Russian soldier to his mom. And he said to his mom, I did not sign up to do this. So there's even Russian soldiers that were like, no, this is not cool.
Yeah, what can you do? Like,
if you got so many Russian soldiers that's like, man, I'm hesitating. And you got these Ukrainians that are like, you know what? I will kill you for my country.
Yeah, but dude,
after watching what Ukraine is doing, showing how much they're going to stand up for what they believe in and their own fucking freedom. It showed the entire world that they need to back them.
Like, and yeah, but like, how do you do that? Like, so if you're a Russian soldier and you're basically under not a full dictatorship, but it's like your government's going to do whatever he wants.
Yeah.
If you say no, you're basically dead.
Oh, you're definitely condemned. Yeah.
You're condemned. You're basically dead. So it's like, a lot of those soldiers, well, maybe not a lot, but decent amount probably don't want to do it. But it's like, if they don't, they're done. And it sucks. So I feel honestly real bad for a lot of the people in Russia, and it's just a shitty situation, man.
But see, that's the thing, and I think me and you have talked about it. Um, it's always been said, yes, fear your government, but fear the people that control the government. If if the people of that country, that government rise up enough, it doesn't matter what that government thinks. If it gets to the point where Russia feels like this is bad, then it may end up becoming them rising up against their own government to shut that shit down.
You also have to look at how many people they have there actually for it,
Well, yeah,
because that would be a huge problem too, because the government's for it, and if they have a bunch of people, soldiers included, that are for it as well, the people that are against it are not government officials and are just regular people.
yeah, but
That's a
I mean,
problem.
I'm leaning towards the idea of don't fear your government, fear your country.
Yeah, but this isn't America. Or
Yeah,
that isn't America.
no, it's not.
That can kind of get you can kind of get away with it here, because that's what, depending on what you believe in and whatnot. I'm can't believe I'm saying that, but
Yeah,
that's what this foundation of this country was built on.
yeah. Well, I mean, like with our country, it's even put in the Constitution that if our country feels the government is not doing its part, it is up to our country to overthrow our government
Right.
to fix this. And I feel like if Russia took that into account, it might be a little different right now.
But you can't really say that, because their country has been set up completely different. And if they tried that, that could be really bad.
It could
Like,
be.
like it could be on a massive scale bad.
Depending on your numbers. Yeah.
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 Right. Which is right. So like if they did have a majority of the people there against the government, you could probably get them to do it, but then you also have to look at their beliefs, the way they live, and maybe people just it I kind of want to look at like how North Korea has such a grip of their people.
Mm.
So it's like their people don't even think that that they lost World War II.
Yeah.
So just imagine what Russia, which is a much bigger country, which has a lot more power in the world, and they spew out their propaganda as well, just like every other country does.
Yeah.
So how much control of the people that they have there, that if there was such a rising up, how bad would they do it against their government, and how much control would their government have anyways in the first place? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's just scary to think about that too.
But I mean, I'm a firm believer that a
It
country,
it can.
well,
Yes.
I'm a firm believer that a country and a government is only as strong as its people.
Yes.
And if
But
its people are divided, which is what our country has dealt with since 2 years ago, our country has been fucking divided,
it's
which
been
is
longer than
why,
2 years.
yeah, it's been a little
But
bit
we're
longer
not
than two
talking
years.
we're not talking about America. We're not talking about
But
America.
I'm
We're
just
talking about
saying,
Russia.
like, I'm just putting an example with our country.
Okay.
We've been divided for a few years. If we were all to rise up and agree to something and realize our government was doing bad, our government would be shut down in a day.
Our government would be, but their government would fight against them in hard.
But it depends on how much of that country rises up.
I guess. Yeah, I mean, I agree with that, but it's also depending on like I said, how their people are raised and how much control does the government have over over their minds and whatnot
Yeah.
too. There's a lot of factors into that, and yeah, they could all just get up right now and just be like, yeah, we're overthrowing the government.
Yeah.
That wouldn't work. It would not work right now.
I feel like if they all did it, then yes. But
No, it would not right now. Like it would have to be like strategic. It would have to be planned out, just like they planned out the strike with Ukraine. and they would have to
And
make
we
sure that
saw.
they're as smart and as
Wait a minute.
strong as what the. Sorry, go ahead.
You said you see how they figured out this strike with Ukraine. How the hell did that work out for them?
This has been that dude. That's been planned for a long time.
It was planned, but it didn't go well.
It went. Hey, they were friggin' able
They
to.
planned. They planned. They
They planned
drilled
for a
and
lot
shit.
worse. I will
They
say.
did not. They did not expect Ukraine to do what Ukraine did, and
Right.
everything went. Whoa! Wait a minute.
But they
You know?
still attacked Ukraine.
Oh yeah, I mean they're going to because
That's what I was meaning. And I don't.
Yeah,
I honestly don't think that they have really put the hammer down, even though it looks like and sounds like they have. For some reason, I feel like.
No, I feel like they have put the hammer down because they wouldn't try to pull out nukes unless they tried everything before that. And now they're threatening with nukes. Nukes is your last ditch effort. When you pull out nukes, everybody else in the world's like, wait a minute, hold on.
That's just a worry wart in me, just thinking like, yeah, they are trying the nukes, but maybe that's intimidation, but maybe they haven't really like done everything yet. You know what I mean?
I feel like the nukes was the last ditch effort because nukes is always your last ditch effort. Mm-hmm. If you're gonna pull out nukes, it's because you ain't got nothing else to fucking pull out.
That's fair.
He sent his troops into Ukraine, and Ukraine was like, if you're a citizen that can walk on 2 feet and have 2 arms, I'm giving you a fucking gun. Let's go fight for our country. And Russia was like, holy shit, wait a minute. They were met with an opposition of fucking force that said, nope, you're not coming in. And then Russia was like, all right, bitch. Well, you know what? We're at our last ditch effort. Let's pull out the nukes. And every other country in the world was like, wait a minute. You ain't pulling the nukes out. You ain't doing that. Either win this shit or take your ass whooping. And that's where it's at right now.
If this is 100% like they don't have any more anymore, and yeah, you like you said, nukes are a last ditch effort, but maybe that was them just trying to intimidate them.
Yeah.
But if they are on their last ditch effort 100%, then I agree that like they could probably overthrow their own government at that point. Because if you have to go through nukes and like you're not you haven't taken Ukraine yet, which is what you've been planning to do.
Yeah.
Then I feel like maybe they could.
Well, I mean, look at it this way. What step is higher than nukes?
Well, what I'm thinking that is it's an intimidation factor. Like, they're threatening nukes, but that doesn't mean they're done with what they're doing on the ground yet. They're just saying like, listen, we got nukes, we'll use them. But that could also just be a threat to the Ukrainians to get them like scared so they could do more on the ground. It could also be an intimidation factor.
Well, that's more of a bite in the ass to Russia. You throw out the threat of nukes, then this becomes not a Russia-Ukraine issue. This becomes a world issue. And the entire world is like, wait a minute, did you really just pull nukes?
That's 100% how much Russia wants Ukraine.
Yeah, and as soon as they said nukes, every country in this world was like, wait, no.
Because I learned some interesting facts from some like learning videos I watched on YouTube and whatnot. It's pretty interesting. Mostly every country around Ukraine is NATO.
Yeah,
is a NATO power. So
I also seen that as soon as Russia declared that they were considering the nukes, one of the first countries that jumped in and said nope was Japan.
Yeah,
and that's because Japan knows what nukes do to you.
Well,
and Japan was like, no.
Let me go back on my point real quick. So this whole reason why they're doing it is because where Ukraine is such a neutral place in between NATO and Russia, everyone knows Vladimir Putin wants Russia to be the USSR again. So he wants control of Russia.
The Soviet Union again.
Yeah. So he wants Ukraine to have that power to where he's now a lot closer inward to NATO, but if NATO gets Ukraine under them, look how close they are to Russia now. Like, look how much
Yeah.
closer, and how there was a particular area in that scope that's Russian based, but is surrounded by NATO forces. He
Yeah.
doesn't want that. So that's this whole thing. Plus, there's a little Crimea, I think, that's Russia occupied, that's not getting
Yeah.
in water because they get their water from Ukraine. It was an interesting listen to, but that's really crazy that, like, yeah, he wants this part of the world back to
Yeah.
be under Russia. And it just seems like, I think he might do stop at nothing, because look what happens if he doesn't get Ukraine. Because he'll have NATO all around him. You know that the way that Vladimir Putin seems like he's been acting here in the past several years, he might be crazy enough to actually like do it. So what I'm saying
Well,
is,
I
like,
mean,
well, hold
that's
on,
the scary part.
hold on one
Okay,
second.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
That's what I'm saying. Like, maybe he doesn't want to, so he's threatening using the threat of nuclear war or nukes to Ukraine to be like, all right, I don't want to do it, but we have them. Give them to me, while upping the ante of actual warfare that's going on the ground. And yeah, Ukraine's done one hell of a job right now, plus the support of NATO, helping them with supplies, guns,
It ain't just
resources.
NATO.
Yeah, well, around the world. I was just meaning NATO was like, since they're so close, but like, yeah, around the world, support around the world.
Have you read the shit about what Elon Musk did with Ukraine?
What did he do? I have not.
Elon Musk sent them all kinds of guidance chips and shit for missiles and stuff. Yeah,
Damn.
Elon Musk sent them all kinds of shit. Yeah, Elon Musk was like, "Here, have these," and yeah, and then there's like the Hollywood celebrities over here, like Mila Jovovich, Mila Kunis, who are all Ukrainian, that are putting their money in. I mean, it's just it's got to the point where Ukraine has so much support from the entire goddamn world. I've got to the point where I feel like Putin is such a stubborn fuck. And I'm saying that, yes. He's very stubborn. He's set his goal on what he wants to do, which is take Ukraine, that he's not going to stop at anything to do it.
Until he does it.
Until, well, he's about run out of options. But he's not going to stop. That's why he's pulled out the nukes. He's like, okay, well, you know what? We got these nukes, and we're just going to do this. And the rest of the world is like, no, you're not. Go ahead and see what happens.
I just worry that it's just a strategy, man. It's just a strategy to up the ante with on ground.
It could be.
He would actually never use the nukes, because he knows how much he's not. I don't want to give this guy credit.
You're talking about we're playing like chess.
Yeah.
Like he's using his queen to fuck with you, but his rook's over here ready to kick your ass.
Right. That's yes. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. He's playing it like a chess game. And
that he can't be stupid. Like, he's been in power way too long.
He's not a stupid person. He's not. He's not a stupid person.
Maybe going a bit nuts, but
I mean, I feel like he has pushed himself to the idea of what he wants, and he's going to do what he can to get it. And now I feel like he's realized, holy shit, my goal was too fucking big, and everybody's against me, but I can't be the big boy that stops it. I got to keep going, and it could end up in the destruction of a whole lot of shit.
That's what I'm thinking too. If it's not the destruction of Ukraine, it could be like the destruction of a lot of things in Russia, whether it be their people or not. And maybe you're right. Maybe they could overthrow the government. I don't think, when it comes to Russia, I don't think their people could.
I don't know.
A possibility.
I mean, from reading stuff that Russian soldiers have talked about, and the way a lot of the Russian people feel, I feel like it's more possible than ever.
It's definitely a possibility. And if there is the time that could happen, it probably would be now.
A week ago, you could have told me this and I would have been like, huh? but a week made a big ass difference.
It really
in
did,
this
because
whole
remember
thing.
last week you did not want to have any opinion on it. You did not
I
care that.
didn't.
Well, I mean, you
I didn't.
cared, but not that much.
I
Like,
did.
and
And honestly, at that point, I wasn't picking sides.
mhm,
But after the way I seen Ukraine handle themselves to defend themselves, to continue to be what they are,
mhm.
I was like, wow,
And how about the
that's
president?
that dude's got he's got a helmet on and a gun in his hand, and he's defending his people. That's what I want every fucking president to do. I want every president on the fucking front lines, just like you ever see the movie Independence Day.
Yeah, yeah.
I want Bill Pullman in a fucking jet taking on aliens. That's my president right there. I want my president on the fucking front lines, ready to fuck shit up.
Jbomb
That
has become a huge fan of Ukraine and their president right now.
I have.
In one
I've
week,
seen so many memes of him. Oh my god, have you seen all the memes of him?
no, because every time I hear about him, it's just nothing but praise.
Yeah, well, it's all praise, but there's so many memes that are all praise too. Like it's like comparing him to like Dolph Lundgren and shit, and I'm like, yeah, let's do this, and like,
All right, calm down.
yeah,
Remember,
there's
people.
like a picture of him in his little fucking military hat, and then there's a picture of this badass celebrity in the same kind of hat, and they're like, do you see the difference? I don't.
People
And I'm
don't
like,
want to acknowledge the fact that before all this stuff went down, the president actually had a really low approval rating, which is interesting.
yeah, he had a low approval rating. He don't have it no more. He's he's doing what most presidents will not fucking do.
Hey, plus
He,
two to him, he's defending his country. He's actually out there on the ground.
yeah,
There's a lot of
that's what I'm
people,
saying.
presidents, world leaders that would not do that. So I'm not
Yeah,
giving him shit for that. I'm just saying, like,
this
maybe there's some
motherfucker is
stuff that,
out there. He is out there on a tank with a fucking rifle,
you know,
ready to fucking throw down.
I like to show the opposite side or some other point of view. So I was just saying, like, remember, he wasn't that liked by his own people at one point.
I don't care.
Oh,
I don't
whatever.
care.
All right.
What he did before, I don't give a fuck. When his country came under turmoil, he was like, "Give me a hard hat and a rifle, put me on a tank, let's go."
So
And
he could have been like
that.
he could have been guilty of murdering people, his own people, or something. Like,
Yeah.
he could have done crimes in his own country, and you'd be like, it doesn't matter anymore. He's a cool guy now.
All right, I'm gonna make this joke, and you're gonna get pissed off about it.
Am I?
Probably.
All right, go ahead.
But anyway,
I don't care.
Joe Biden can
Oh, boy.
sniff some little girl. Joe Biden can sniff some little girl's hair. But you know what? If we was getting invaded and Joe Biden jumped his ass up on a tank and put on a hat and give himself a gun and said, you know what? I'm gonna fight for America. I'd like that guy a little bit better.
Why would I be
just
mad at
saying.
that? I don't care for Joe Biden.
I don't like him either. And you know what? The problem is Joe Biden could start this fucking podcast at the beginning and not remember what we said about him at the end. But anyway.
When did this just become shooting on Joe? Old man Joe, what are you doing?
Because it's so easy.
Yeah. You're not wrong. It is.
He makes our job so easy when it comes to that shit.
It's rather easy for any political party member to get made fun of.
He looks like one. He looks like one of Jeff Dunham's puppets. I'm just saying.
The puppet looks like him. That's how it goes.
Walter looks like Joe Biden. But the problem is Walter came before Joe Biden. I'd rather vote for
technically
Walter.
He didn't. Technically he didn't.
Well, technically by age, no. But us knowing the people, then yes, Walter came first.
Hey, remember last week when we said we don't like getting political and stuff?
I do remember that.
Well, oh well, 40 minutes in. Yes, I am still looking at the clock profusely because
And
I'm
you
not
know
used to
what?
this.
I feel like this is one of our better episodes.
It's not a bad one, I'll tell you that. It's been
It's not
interesting
bad.
conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I'm really happy that because yeah, dude, like I was just trying to be quick with it last week because I knew you didn't want into it, but now you're the one that was like really bringing it out. I'm just like, okay,
I did.
we got
Yeah.
a good one coming. We got a good one.
Yeah. Well, last week I wasn't very certain about the situation.
Yeah, like you said, yeah, which makes sense because it just happened.
Yeah, it just happened. I hadn't read my shit. I hadn't took my knowledge in. And this year, this year, what the fuck? This week I was like, all right, I kind of got my shit together. So yeah, let's do it.
Well, that's cool, man.
Yeah.
Hey, +2 to you. That's awesome.
Yeah. I mean, I got a little smarter. Yeah, I got a little smarter. I figured some shit out. I'm more educated, and I can figure out how the hell to handle this.
See, that's why you and I work so well because I'll be the one that wants to talk about it right then and there, because it's like it happened now. We got to talk about it, even though if we don't know nothing, don't know anything. Excuse me. You'll at least be like, let me just listen to this.
Yeah.
And then maybe a week later, it might still be in the news, but it might not be as prevalent. But you'll be like, yeah, I want to talk about it now. That's what I like about this show.
You're the kind that as soon as it happens, you're like, hey, I want to talk about it. I'm like, wait a minute. I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about.
Exactly.
I have no idea what you're saying. And then a week later, I'm like, all right, let's do this. I got my shit together. Let's go.
Well, I
don't want to go into a fight without any ammo,
Just like how Ukraine didn't want to go into a fight without any ammo.
Yeah, and they gave everybody plenty of it. And that's where we're at. Which is badass. I swear to God.
It's kind of cool.
Dude, no, it's very cool. Like,
yeah, it's very cool. Yeah.
If some country was trying to invade us and then all of a sudden my TV came on and said, hey, this is your president. Do you have guns? If you don't, we will give you guns and we will give you ammo for them.
The problem
you ready to fight for your country? I'd be like, motherfucker, let's go.
The problem with us though is I feel like half of the people here would shoot each other. Like we'd have to deal with our own inner civil war first before we dealt with the invading forces.
Now me, you know where I live at. Mm-hmm. You've seen my place.
Which I say that with knowing earlier I mentioned that in a time of war or invasion, we'd probably all come together more than you think. But at the same time, well,
y'all
have
can
those
all
crazies.
Come here. You can all come here. You've seen my property. It's surrounded by barbed wire fence already. Mm-hmm. But go ahead and get your guns, get your ammo, come to the house. We'll get some generators. We'll be good. But here, like if that ever happened, I wouldn't leave my house looking to shoot somebody. I would sit on my front porch and wait for a motherfucker to come up starting shit and be like, oh, okay, bam, you're done. I'm not going out picking a fight, but you come to my property, I'm going to go ahead and shut that motherfucker down. I'm not defending my country. I'm defending my property.
There you go.
Yeah.
If
it turns into what is that movie? What's that old school movie with Patrick Swayze? They did a remake of it.
Fucking Footloose.
No. The one with the Wolverines. You know what I'm talking about.
I don't.
Red Dawn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Red Dawn. If Red Dawn came to my front porch, I'd kill every motherfucker that showed up here. Whether it's the old school remake with Russians or the new school remake with the fucking Chinese. I don't give a fuck.
I can't believe you didn't like my answer.
Well, I did. It was cute. It was cute.
I'm trying to turn it back.
Yeah, well,
turn the car in a different direction now.
Well, I mean, once you're in the spiral, it's hard to fix that.
It's really hard to fucking get out of the spiral, dude.
Yeah. Once you're fishtailing, there's no fixing that shit.
Can we talk about something else that just happened yesterday, though?
Oh, I do want to talk about
because we might not have had a lot of information about last week when it comes to this, because this is a worldwide event and it's news and it's happening as we speak. Last week, anyways.
Yeah.
This week we got more information of this one that just occurred yesterday, which is very odd to say, but it's about something that's kind of superfluous, so doesn't matter. By the way, we're about to talk about wrestling, so if you don't like to hear it, here's your sign.
I was hoping that's where you was leading to.
Oh yeah, dude. What else was I going to talk about? Friggin'
I have no idea.
The State of the Union? No, I'm done with this political talk.
I didn't even watch that bullshit.
Good. No? Let's not even go into that.
Yeah.
I'm surprised we've went this long today.
That's like speech night at the old folks' home. I don't want to do that.
Almighty. What am I going to do with you?
You liked that, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, you did.
Well, before I go into the wrestling talk, I will mention one other thing before we go on, is that we have an after show that we do.
Oh, yes, we do.
Yeah, dude. Have you never heard of Save the After Show?
I've heard of it a couple times.
Have you? I hope so. We're on episode 11 now, this one.
Yeah, well.
Better heard of it by now.
Yeah, well, some of those have been really good. Some of them suck.
If you want to hear even more of our nonsense, especially from this guy tonight, holy crap, holy.
Yeah. I'm on it tonight. Yep.
Yeah, dude. Check out Save the After Show on our Patreon page. It's PDY Patreon. $3
Is it
a month.
Is it weird that for the past month I've been on it?
On the After Show, you've been on it since like day one, I think.
Yeah.
Because let's talk about 2 weeks ago's After Show. Let's talk about the New Year's Eve After Show.
Yeah, well, okay. Yeah.
Or the one about New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
On it.
I've been rolling it. Yeah.
For $3
I
a
might
month.
say any goddamn thing you don't know.
We learned that tonight.
Yes.
For $3 a month, you get access to each and every episode. Like I mentioned, we are on episode 11 right now. They're all around 30 minutes or so, a little bit over sometimes, a little bit under sometimes. All we do is just sit back, relax, BS about what we talked about. Oh boy, do we have a lot of stuff to talk about after this one.
Fuck yeah.
Patreon.com/itspdy, Patreon.com/ITSPDY. Go and listen either right now or after the show.
Yes.
I'd prefer after, so you can listen to us, because we're not done yet. We still got one more major thing to talk about.
We still got shit to talk about.
Yes. Hopefully no more.
We still talk about shit, even if you ain't paying for it.
Son of a bitch.
We give free stuff too.
No, Jbomb, you're gonna hate me. I fucking lost the timer. Oh, it's going off the rails.
You motherfucker.
Oh god, I pressed the wrong thing. Okay, so we're at.
Well, let's just discuss our topic. It will take up the rest of the time. Then we'll do the after show.
Yeah, apologies for that, ladies and gentlemen. So,
no apologies, because we may go after an hour, and you get this all for free.
I'll get it back for the after show to make sure we got that for sure. Oh, at least I know whenever you made the Joe Biden jokes. I got those time stamped.
Well, I'm just going to say Joe Biden jokes are so easy to make.
So let's go into, before we go any further into political jokes. Come on, man.
No, I'm just leaving it at that.
Okay. Hey.
Maybe.
You're killing me. Listen, if you want to make more Joe Biden jokes, more power to you. I'm not going to stop you.
Nobody will right now.
But I wish you'd save some good stuff for the after show.
I will.
Okay, so don't overdo yourself, because we have an after show that would be a lot better for this shit.
Oh no, I know.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, like I mentioned,
yeah,
we're about to talk about professional wrestling.
Indeed.
This is your time that if you don't like professional wrestling talk, to hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more.
This is your time to go to the after show.
Yeah, just skip the advice, skip the
Yeah.
what bands are going to be playing this week. Just skip all the rest of the show and just go
We
right to the
already
after
did the
show.
bands playing this week
Yeah,
at the
yeah,
beginning
yeah.
of the
Well,
episode.
you
So,
know, you know. Well, we also got to mention something else, which is really cool, which we haven't mentioned yet, and I can't believe I haven't talked about it, but we'll save that for the very end.
I hope I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about. I made
do.
a big deal of it. I made
Oh,
a big
okay.
deal of it,
Okay.
and it's about
Okay.
this show.
Okay.
Okay. So, yeah, wrestling. Fun stuff.
It didn't used to be. Hasn't
Well,
been for a while now.
Well, I will say one thing. It got rather interesting last night. So the
It
big
did
announcement.
with the clip you sent me. You're about to talk about the clip you sent me, right?
Yep. The big announcement
Okey-dokey.
was that Tony Khan, the owner of All Elite Wrestling,
Yes.
member of the Khan family, obviously, who own the Jacksonville Jaguars, whatnot.
No,
He owns Ring of Honor.
that is when you sent me that clip, I was like, wait a minute, what?
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking about all those really badass Ring of Honor wrestlers that I want to see become something that have not become something because they're stuck in Ring of Honor and now they can move into AEW. That's really cool.
It's also really cool, like how many people from Ring of Honor from Ring of Honor work in AEW now. Apparently there are over 40 people that have ties to AEW or have ties to Ring of Honor that are currently stars in AEW. Of course,
like Kenny Omega did it, didn't he?
Mm-hmm. You got Kenny Omega, Adam Cole, CM Punk, Bryan Danielson, Eddie Kingston, the Young Bucks.
Well, see,
The
there's
list goes
one
on.
person there's one person I really want to see do something with this idea.
Oh, Jay Lethal, by the way.
Oh yes, Jay Lethal. But there's one person I really want to see do something with this because I saw him live. Actually, me and Travis went down and watched the it was the NWA. Fuck, it was like a tag team cup. It was a tag team tournament that lasted. Fuck, I can't remember what it was called. The Crockett Cup. That was it.
Mm.
Yeah, me and Travis went down and watched the original NWA Crockett Cup, and it had Ring of Honor and NWA involved in it. And I watched that, and I found like one of my new favorite wrestlers, and he has not been mentioned in so long. So I really want to see him take advantage of this deal and make a name for himself. And I don't know if you know this name when I say it, but that name is Marty Skrull.
Name sounds familiar.
He called himself the villain.
I don't know by that, but Marty Squirrel, what was it?
Marty Skrull.
Skrull, yeah. The name
Yeah,
sounds familiar. I think
I've
heard
British guy. He wore like a bird mask, like one of the old I don't remember what they were called, but he wore a bird mask and shit. And he come out and he had like a whole faction and everything. Marty Skrull is a damn good wrestler, and I'd love to see him get used more.
Oh yeah, I know who this is.
Oh, you know, did you look it up?
Yes, yeah, I know who it is.
Yeah, the villain Marty
I
Skrull
recognize him.
He's a very good wrestler. The night I seen him, he wrestled against a former WWE wrestler. It's the one that's married to what's her name? She's a country musician.
Yeah, I have no idea. I don't know who's
Mickey James. He's married to Mickey James.
Oh, I thought you were meaning like someone that wasn't in the wrestling business.
No, Mickey James is a country musician now, by the way.
Well, I knew that.
But he's married to Mickey James. He wrestled Marty Skrull the night I saw them, and that match was epic. It was cool as fuck, and like it had like twists and turns, and it was just really cool. And I became a Marty Skrull fan that night.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was really cool. So I really want to see. Yeah, I really want to see Marty Skrull kind of move up in the rankings because of this AEW deal.
So, per the Wrestling Observer, the deal includes um, the video library, brand assets, intellectual property, production equipment, and more.
Ooh,
Yes.
that's a lot.
Yeah, dude. So
That's pretty much every fucking thing.
Let me just get some quotes here from the F4WOnline.com article, which, like I said, is the Wrestling Observer. Ring of Honor's influence, this is from Tony Khan. Ring of Honor's influence on modern professional wrestling is etched permanently in the history books, and this acquisition ensures that its legacy will be kept alive and treated with the utmost respect.
I like that.
See, the dude's a fan of.
He is a
ROH.
wrestling fan. Well, like even the clip you sent me where he was in the ring, you could see he was excited.
He
about
was
it.
so happy and excited about it because I'm sure this deal.
Pumped.
I'm sure this deal.
And I loved it when he was like, "There's no Shane. There's no Shane coming in to take this from me. This is mine."
Cute. Yeah,
and that was cool.
Yeah,
you know,
that's pretty nice.
Because Shane got fired by WWE, right?
He'll be back.
Yeah, probably.
He'll be back.
He's a McMahon. He will be back.
He'll be back.
But right now he's fired because he was a dumbass.
Yeah.
But I mean, I like it because like you said, CM Punk got his start in Ring of Honor. If they have that licensing and all that footage, they can make a lot out of that.
Now, remember, they have the Hall of Fame, the Ring of Honor Hall of Fame coming up too.
They do.
They've announced the official starting class, which I think we've went over on the podcast before, but it includes three of them, I think. Maybe just Danielson and CM Punk, but it was it was Danielson, Punk, the Briscoes, and Samoa Joe. I thought there was a third one, but no.
I met the Briscoes at that at the thing I went to. I met the Briscoes. Those guys are crazy as shit.
Then they also have their April show coming up. Here's my worry. First of all, this is huge for AEW.
It is.
It's crazy. My worry is for Ring of Honor. Is Tony Khan going to actually continue the legacy of of Ring of Honor by making it an actual brand like it was? Or is it just going to be a filler feeder brand for AEW?
That's my worry.
Yeah.
Because like back when WWE bought WCW didn't become their own thing.
Yeah.
They made this whole invasion angle and had the invasion going on, and it was WWE versus WCW finally. But at that point, WWE already won, so we knew who would win that fight. And it merged down and it melted down to superstars being released and people losing their fucking jobs. And it turned into a shitstorm.
Mm-hmm.
I'm worried with AEW buying Ring of Honor. Like when you send me the clip, I was like, "Holy shit, that is so fucking cool."
Yeah, it's at first you get that reaction of "Wow, that's amazing," and then you start thinking, "We've seen this before."
The next thing I sent you was, okay, well, they're going to do next by Impact.
Yeah,
because that's probably what's next. Is Tony Khan will buy Impact Wrestling, so he'll bring AEW, Impact, and Ring of Honor together, and you can't fit that all in one fucking show.
I'm hoping
so then you're going to start firing wrestlers.
Yeah,
that are very good because you can't keep them up.
Well, the semi-good news right now is that Ring of Honor doesn't have any wrestlers. No one's under contract anymore.
Well, I mean, I seen that, but
I totally agree with you.
But if all those Ring of Honor wrestlers aren't under contract anymore, that gives you the full right to just say fuck Ring of Honor. and put them where they're at.
Yep. I know.
They're AEW or they're Impact, you know,
Which is why
because
I'm hoping that Tony Khan.
AEW, well, AEW has had so many relations with Impact, they may push those over to Impact to try to level it out until they buy Impact, and then what happens?
I'm sort of wishing, this is my hope. This is my crossing fingers hope to whatever there may be out there, whether it be a god or just some kind of form of energy floating around. Here's my hope. My hope is Tony Khan, if he loves it, Ring of Honor that much and wants to continue its legacy, make it its own show, have like its own like chief executive officer or someone to run Ring of Honor and have its own let it be its own fucking brand. Only have stuff to do with AEW whenever it involves like story content on the show. Do not like make it its own thing again. You own it, but you can do so much with it. WWE never wanted to do anything with WCW. They didn't care.
No,
that one thing where they tried to experiment, have WCW on Mondays and Raw on Fridays.
They wanted to kill WCW.
Yeah, so that was their way to do it. Tony Khan loves Ring of Honor. You can tell.
Yeah.
He loves professional wrestling. So this is your
excited
chance.
About it.
Yes, so this is his chance. Yeah, he can have the library. I've heard that he wants to try to put the library of his video library on streaming services, i.e., maybe HBO Max, which would be
that'd be cool,
awesome,
and people would pay for that.
Yeah, I mean, I'd already pay for HBO Max now.
Yeah,
HBO Max in general, I just think is one of the cooler streaming services out there. It has a lot of stuff that I like.
I watch a lot of shows off of that.
Yeah, so if AEW would bring that and Ring of Honor to HBO Max, that'd be sick. The problem,
I feel like I agree with you. I feel like if he would, now that he owns Ring of Honor, if he made it its own separate thing, and then every now and then he'd have like, okay, CM Punk, you're going to go to Ring of Honor and stir up some bullshit. You're going to drop our ratings. And then, okay, I'm going to pull you. And then, okay, Chris Jericho, I'm going to send you to Ring of Honor to fucking do something stupid.
That would be amazing.
He would be able to stir up ratings. And that's how he could keep Ring of Honor alive. And keep AEW the fucking same. Keep AEW where it's at.
Yeah.
But you own Ring of Honor, why not build it the fuck up? Make these Ring of Honor wrestlers that are trying their ass off to get to the big leagues, make an AEW wrestler come over every now and then and be like, hey, you know what? You suck. I want to fight you. And then put that person over.
And that's where my fear comes back. That's where my fear comes back. Does he want to deal with managing 2 wrestling companies instead of just 1?
That's a good question.
Well, only time will tell with that. I think this is great for the wrestling, not for the wrestling business, because it's never good whenever companies come into one. It would be great for the wrestling business if he keeps Ring of Honor its own separate thing. But like we've said, we've seen this story before with WWE buying WCW.
That's a different monster. That was an ego monster.
Yes.
Vince McMahon never had any ambition of making WCW its own separate thing.
Right.
He wanted to kill WCW and make WWE the superb, supreme company.
Which, to be fair, at the time, Eric Bischoff was publicly on air saying, we're going to kill the WWE. So it kind of makes sense.
Well, Eric Bischoff is fucking... Yeah. He always has been. But if Tony Khan took Ring of Honor, gave it its own liberal fucking show, let it run its shit and show people what real, brutal, ground to ground fucking wrestling was, people would like it. And then if you wanted that more showy, more storyline thing, you could go to AEW, and he owns both of them. But if you take an AEW story wrestler and you throw his ass over in Ring of Honor and make him fucking fight somebody, it would be fucking ratings galore.
Yeah, I agree.
He could roll this like that. And I mean, Tony Khan's already reached out to Impact. He's brought Impact wrestlers over to do shit. And then he sent Mickey James over to the WWE to be in the Royal Rumble. I mean, it's all intermixed
You're
now.
mixing that up. Impact. Mickey James is in Impact.
Okay, so
Impact has worked with both companies.
Okay, so yeah, Mickey James in Impact. She went to the Royal Rumble as the Impact Women's Champion. She went into the WWE Royal Rumble. That was cool. Just to see these crossovers. I feel like if all these companies would just figure out some kind of agreement, it would make better TV for all of us.
I agree, because the wrestling business just needs a boost in general right now, no matter who it is.
I agree. Yeah. Like me and my son right now, I told you before we was recording, I don't know where he got it from. Probably me. But my son has become a huge wrestling fan.
Mm-hmm.
So this past year's Royal Rumble, I found it. I got it. Me and my son sat on my bed and watched that entire Royal Rumble. And when Mickey James came out, I was like, wait, what the fuck? I was like, she's on Impact. And she's here? And the title even said Impact Women's Wrestling Champion. And I was like, wait a minute, what? That made me feel cool as shit.
It's a crazy time.
I felt like all these companies are starting to come together.
Well,
and I feel like if all these companies came together, they'd make a better brand for each other.
Well, I will say that's totally on WWE's fault, because they got rid of 80 plus wrestlers, including a lot of women, and if they wouldn't had to have, if they didn't fire all those people, including all the women, they wouldn't have to worry about going to other companies and also dealing with a bunch of legends in their all women's match.
I mean, I'll agree. I feel like WWE's got to the point where they're only keeping the top of the top people they feel, and I express that when I say feel they need to keep, because they have released people that I've been like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why did you release this person?
Mm-hmm.
But with them having these little outside arrangements with like Impacts and shit, I feel like if they could make those little outside arrangements with the other wrestling companies, it would make them all better.
It's cool.
Yeah. I mean, could you imagine like watching a fucking AEW event where Roman Reigns comes out and he's like, huh?
Well, wait a minute now. Come on.
No, I'm just saying. And I don't even like Roman Reigns right now is he's the fucking villain. Could you imagine Roman Reigns walking out in an AEW ring, looking at CM Punk and telling him to acknowledge him? No. That would get so many goddamn ratings.
No. It would be like John Cena coming out. I don't see it at all.
No, it would get and you don't see that because you
can't see him.
Yeah, well, I never seen him. Every time he waves his fist, I don't even know where the fuck he's at. But still, that's what I'm saying. If these wrestling companies was figure out a way to get together, could you imagine John Cena showing up at a Ring of Honor pay-per-view and looking at somebody in Ring of Honor and being like, you can't see me, and then just backing out, and then the pay-per-view be over? That would build revenue for every single fucking company that there was.
It would be kind of sick.
It would be insane. That's what I'm saying. If Roman Reigns stepped out and looked at Kenny Omega and said, you need to acknowledge me, we'd all be like, God damn, what the fuck just happened? You know?
There would be some wrestling fans to come back for sure.
It would bring every wrestling fan back if all these wrestling companies would be like, you know what? Let's just try to make money together. It would be insane how much money these assholes could make together. And by assholes, I mean Vince McMahon. But I'm just saying all these cross promo shit, like with Mickey James showing up in the Royal Rumble and, Ring of Honor stars showing up in AEW and AEW stars showing up over here. All that's ever done is draw in people.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, so I mean, I feel like if they could, they never will, but if they could figure out a symbiosis kind of thing, all wrestling fans would be happy as shit for the rest of their fucking lives.
100%.
Yeah, because I mean, you have this company that has those up and coming people, which is what NXT was supposed to be, but it wasn't. NXT was a fucking joke.
That at one point it was not.
It wasn't, but it was.
I don't know about that.
NXT was a wannabe Ring of Honor.
NXT at one point was better than Ring of Honor. At one point.
I'm not even going to agree with you on that.
I mean, not at the peak of Ring of Honor. I mean,
okay.
I'm not talking about like CM Punk, Bryan Danielson's Ring of Honor, but I'm talking at the time. Yeah. NXT was the shit.
NXT was good. I mean, when NXT had Ricochet, when it had
Sami Zayn, Shinsuke Nakamura, Samoa Joe,
Shinsuke Nakamura, Aleister Black.
Yeah.
That was an NXT that I don't want to fuck with.
Right. Awesome.
Those guys. Yeah, those guys were brutal.
Jbomb,
and now, by the way, look at where Aleister Black is at now.
Right.
He's in AEW.
Listen, we are at an hour, so let's get to the after show. But I want to mention, because this is big news for us. Okay. Big news before we get going to the after show. Because I was going to mention last week, but because we talked about it, but I hadn't announced it yet. So this coming March 25th, I can't wait, because we have an interview, which we've done interviews before. We've had guests, but we've never had these guys on. We are having the entire group of Push the Attack on.
Yeah.
Push the Attack.
As long as they don't drop out.
Right.
Everybody else that was supposed to be here.
Oh, boy. Okay. So we got all the members of Push the Attack coming on March 25th. I cannot wait to record that interview. That's going to be such a fun time.
I'll go ahead and tell you, these guys are crazy.
So I've heard. I've only talked to a couple of them at Hell in the Hills and different Mad events. So it'll be really cool to just finally sit down with them and talk to them. Maybe not all each individually, but try to anyways. And it'll be a fun interview, and I cannot wait for you all to listen to it. That'll be March 25th, right here where you're listening to us right now, wherever that may be. But we do post mostly on Anchor. So that's where I'm going to say anchor.fm/save-the-plan.
Well, I'm just going to say, Push the Attack. You think we said some stupid shit? We ain't done nothing.
Oh, dude, I'm sure my fingers are going to get worn out by how many times I probably have to use the old school muffins clip.
Oh, no, these guys are crazy, dude.
I can't wait. I cannot wait. Listen, like, this is the most excited for one of our episodes coming up that I've been, and I really hope, and I'm crossing my fingers. I'm looking up to the heavens or whatever. I'm like hoping that shit works out, because I would love to have these guys on, and I cannot wait. Like I said, March 25th. What else?
Well, I
is
mean, I
there?
know most of these guys. If you set a date, they're going to keep it.
Sick. That's excellent.
They're very good at keeping dates. So
Yes. Awesome.
they all agreed. I'm going to guess we're going to have all of them.
Yeah.
If something fucks up, we may have 3/4 of them, but we'll still have the majority.
Which is excellent. I'll take it.
Yeah.
Prepare also for next week too. Just in case, there might be a little programming note later on in the week. Skinner should be on next week because where there will be the Mad Show coming up, which I'll just mention again really quickly. The Mad Show with Bent Whiskey and 5 Star Rebellion at Riverside coming up on March 11th. So we want to bring him on that day right before the show to make sure that he's got everything prepared and he's ready to go, ready for Mad to kick ass once again at Riverside. So that's the plan right now. If things change, we'll definitely talk more about the show coming up that night.
I'm gonna go ahead and say we should have him.
I
100%. Last week we announced Connor, and we did
not announce Connor last week. I forgot to do that.
We did announce Connor.
We did not.
Did we do it on the after show?
We did.
Okay, so we did it on the after show. We announced Connor on the after show, and Connor's not here.
I'm not worried about that. That's water under the bridge. Shit happens, gets clapping, like I mentioned.
Agreed. But I'm just going ahead and saying, if your last name's Martin, you may be on this show.
Thanks.
Well, Keith will always be on this show.
I have to be. I'm a host.
We're not recording.
I have to be.
Keith ain't here, we're not doing a show.
If I'm not here, there's something wrong.
If your other name is Martin, aside from Keith's, you might be on this show.
That's cool.
And that's a call out to Skinner.
Got that.
Yeah, I'm trying to fuck with him. I hope he hears it. I really hope he hears it. Don't you back out, bitch.
All right. Let me mention this. Like I said last week, I was going to mention some stuff about how to help Ukraine. I have found a couple links to do so.
Oh, yes.
You can go to the Ukrainian Red Cross. That is redcross.org redcross.org.ua. Apparently they have their own support system there that you can go and donate to whoever needs it. Also there's like the Voices of Children, Sunflower of Peace, United Nations World Food Program is also helping with that. So there is multiple different ways to go about helping out with Ukraine. I have found a pbs.org link, which I will be posting in different descriptions and different places with this episode. So if you all want to donate to anything you can to help Ukraine at this time, which again, like I said, we're probably not going to get many people to help, but at least this is trying to save the planet somehow. So
yeah,
this is our way of doing it. This is also making up for last week, which I thought I was ready for. I just wanted to make sure 100% I was ready this week. So like I said, I will have this link ready for you guys tomorrow, or ready for you guys when the episode comes out.
Boom.
All right, so let us get to the after show, Jbomb. I'm ready after this one now.
Okay. So everybody, thanks for listening. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you, we'll talk to you next week. Thanks for listening. And the only thing I have to say is what I always say, which is stay metal.